Hi everyone, my name is Holden, also known as Keen Tester, and you're watching part 2 of things you may or may not have known in Google Chrome. And today we're going to be covering the Network tab, Google Lighthouse Audits, and a little bit about how you can capture some page performance here. We have a page here, theautomationpractice.com. We use this in our part 1 of this video. We're going to right click anywhere on the page here and go to Inspect. So next we're going to go to our Network tab here. So we have our developer tools, we're going to go to the Network tab. I do like to disable cache just to ensure there's no cache when you're doing this. So I like to check this box, disable cache. You may or may not have to, but I'm going to do that for this video. And then we are going to refresh the page. Now you have to refresh the page in order to capture these network responses. So in here we can see the name of them, we can see the status of it, 200, so it was received a response, it was okay. You see ones that are 404, these ones are not found, so that's not good. Those would be likely showing up as errors here, yep, and we can see those 404 here in the console. But we're just looking at the size and the time here, so we can see the size of the request and the time that it took here as well. So this is just at a glance. You can hover over these and see them with a nice little graph here, the waterfall, if you will. Actually, you can zoom in here a little bit and you can see closer what exactly is happening and where. So we can see the content was downloaded at this time and it was waiting, and the request was sent at this time. So the total of 595 milliseconds for this guy here. That's all I wanted to cover in the Network tab. We're going to go ahead and jump into the next part, which is the audits. So to get to Google Lighthouse Audits, fastest way is through your web browser here. You're going to click on these two dots here to extend and go a little further, and we're going to go to Audits. We can see different categories that we can target, and we can do a mobile or desktop. So let's go ahead and do desktop. And I'm going to drag this window all the way down just so it gets a full screen. We'll go ahead and hide our media queries. So I'm just making it so the screen is as large as it can possibly be for this test. And we're selecting desktop. And let's go ahead and hit generate report. There we can see it's gathering information about the page. You can see it's navigating to the page again here. Alright, and here's our report. So let's go ahead and just drag this window down so we can easily read this report here. So the performance, not so good. Accessibility, also not so good. And the point of these audits allows you to see what you can improve on your web application to improve your page's performance. So we can see best practices is okay, and SEO is looking good. So as we scroll down, we can see the FCP, so first contentful paint. We can also see FMP, first meaningful paint, and we have our speed index, time to interactive. So your first contextual paint, seeing that first paint of what that may be, whether it is a skeleton screen of some sort, or the logo. First meaningful paint, seeing what's above the fold, what is in view, and time to interactive. What is the first couple elements web elements that the user can actually interact with and click. So we have different points here. You can see as the page is being loaded, kind of what it looks like. So we have our FMP here. Looks like we've got our header there. And then we get farther down towards the time to interactive. Scrolling down, we can see opportunities of how you can improve your page. So these are just options that give you things that you can look into. You can obviously see the size and how long each of these took, so to kind of gauge on the priority and prioritize which ones you can do to improve your website. And there's a lot of information here. I'm just trying to cover the basics of it and what the Google Lighthouse audit is and how it can be powerful. So it gives you some best practices, things you can utilize or do to improve your overall page performance. And then obviously after you make these changes, you want to rerun these tests as well. The other nice thing about this is we can print a summary, or we can save an HTML and share the report, whether it's stakeholders, product owners, or anyone that needs to see this information. We can also go click on this drop down here and we can hit new audit. We can do another one, and this time we could do it in mobile. Generate report, see the mobile device, and it's going to do the same thing, navigate to the page, and it's going to gather that information for us. And then you will be able to toggle between those two audit reports that you just took and generate a report to see how you can improve your page's performance. So this, again, another powerful tool inside of Google Chrome that you can utilize. So here we have the mobile view, our mobile simulation, and then this one here was our desktop. We can also go to another website, such as google.com, and we can do the exact same thing. So here's our results for Google. So again, you can print summaries if you'd like to save them as like a PDF, or you can save HTML, or even JSON files. Another thing that you can do is view those results. I will put this in the description below, but there's a Lighthouse view reporter. So if we go back to our other page here, let's go ahead and let's download one of these JSON files. And let's download it as a JSON. We will just put it on our desktop. Back to our other page. And I'm going to just drop that JSON file onto this Lighthouse viewer, and you can see the report right here all on the page. This is a nice tool that you can utilize to view reports. If you don't want to save them as HTML, or if you're wanting to save your reports as JSON, this is a nice visual viewer for your audits and Google Lighthouse. And that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. This was part 2 of the Google Chrome video. If you haven't already seen part 1, the link will be in the description for that video as well. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.